Hello and welcome back to my channel that is inspiring teachers to take care of themselves as well as do a great job in the teaching profession. Today we are talking about classroom management that actually works.
No yelling needed.
If you've ever felt like you had to raise your voice in your classroom in order to be heard, guess what? You are not alone. I've been there, and trust me, I still yell sometimes. It is what it is. However, yelling is not something that's a strategy. It's actually a response to the students. It's only short-term control, and it is not long-term respect when we have to yell when trying to manage our classrooms. Instead, there are some other things that work better than yelling that I have learned and that I implement in my classroom. 1, having clear routines. 2, setting my expectations. 3, having a calm tone. 4, practicing proximity and presence. And 5, building relationships. When you are consistent in those 5 things, students respond way better than to you just raising the volume of your voice. When it comes to classroom management, it isn't about control. It's more about connection. Having that connection with your students. You build that connection with your students with your routines, with your expectations, with your tone, with your proximity and presence, and with your relationships. So when it comes to having clear routines, students need to know what to do in every scenario in your classroom. How should they enter the class? How should they put their things away? How should they ask to borrow a pencil? How should they work in groups? How should they work in your small group at your table? How should they approach you or not if you're working in your small group? How they should pack up in the afternoon, how they should take restroom breaks and line up. There should be a routine for everything, and it should be very clear and practiced with your students. Practice makes better, and the more practice you do, the more accustomed they become to your routines, and the more that they will follow them. When you set consistent expectations, that also helps to improve your classroom management because the students know what to expect. There's no gray area. It's consistent across the board. Everyone has the same expectations. If they violate the expectation, they can expect a certain consequence, and everyone knows what it is. So setting those consistent expectations, which can be tricky and can be a little challenging at times, but setting those clear expectations will do wonders for your classroom management. Remaining calm and speaking in a calm tone will also do wonders in your management. It will do wonders for you. It helps keep your blood pressure down and your stress levels down when you're not yelling and screaming and having a tone that's way out of control. So I noticed when I practice having a more consistent and calm tone, my Aura ring shows that I have had a less stressful day. And I even feel better when I get home. There's no headaches. There's no extra tiredness because yelling makes you tired. I don't know about you, but for me it does. I get exhausted when I yell. And so when I'm consistent with my calm tone, I am not tired when I get home. I'm more energetic and I can do more with my day. Having proximity and presence is also a great thing to do when you're working on classroom management and to maintain your classroom management. When your students know that you are nearby, when they know that you're always present, when you're walking around, when you're standing close to them, when you're interacting with them, they know that you're watching. They know that you are aware of what's going on. Thus, your management will be better. And when it comes to building relationships, that is definitely top tier. When your students know that you love them and that you care about them, then they aim to please you. No matter what grade level you teach, their age, any of those things. They want to, make you happy in a sense. They want to make sure that you are proud of them. And so when you have those relationships with them, you tell them that you care about them, and you share things more than just book sense. You're teaching them about life. You're helping them to cope with situations. you know, all those different hats that we wear, they help in building relationships. And so when they know that they can trust you and that you care about them, then they are much more willing to follow your expectations and to help you have a more well-managed class. So having those 5 steps will help you to have better connection with your students. And management, once again, it's not about control. It's about that connection. You don't have to be loud to be effective. So as always, if this video was meaningful for you, make sure you like, comment, and share. Subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you be a part of this community. And I'll see you next time. Bye.